Okay, I did say that I was gonna do it during queue time before. Warp Toaster, I don't know if you're still alive and still here, but I said I would do it during queue time since we have nothing else to do. He wanted my favorite story from military. I told him it was the time that I almost broke my neck, so let's tell the story, I guess. So I was in the military and I served as a military police, and we had our Hell Week, you could say, happening, where we basically had an entire week where we got, or it was 5 days, but it was 5 days where we got forced to do a lot of different tasks, and it was really exhausting. Basically, you don't get any food, no sleep, all these things, you know. So after 3 days of no sleep and 3 days of no food, we were pretty damn, low in function. And at that point, they thought it was a good idea to put us through a military obstacle course, which was, good fun. Actually, it's kind of nice to get to do something other than just walking around, because mostly it was, walk to this point, solve some task there, walk to the next point. It was a lot of walking around and solving tasks. But anyway, we got to do this obstacle course. Now, the obstacle course, we had 5 different squads in our platoon, and I was in the hotel squad, and we were told that whichever squad wins the obstacle course, finishes the fastest with getting the entire squad across, receives a reward. They can get either food or tobacco in the form of either a cigarette or snus. A cigarette each or snus each. Now, the reward we didn't care about so much, but about beating the others, that was very important. That's very motivating. So everyone was very motivated. And when my squad comes to the obstacle that's called the cat crawl, which is basically 2 towers with a long rope going between the 2 towers at a little bit of an incline, so you have to crawl upwards. There are 3 ropes next to each other, so you can have 3 people going across at the same time. As we get there, I'm one of the people to go across first. So you lay down on top of the rope and you crawl forward, right? And I have my AK-5 on my back and other equipment on me, so you're kind of weighed down as well. Now this cat crawl was, there was an error when they constructed it. They made it extra large. It was twice as long as it was supposed to be, so it's quite exhausting actually to crawl all the way across, and it's, takes a lot of energy when you're already so low on energy in general. As I get close to the tower, I'm like maybe 4 meters away from the tower that I'm supposed to get up on. My weapon swings around, so it's hanging by the strap, and as it swings around, that kind of pulled me to the side, and I fall around, and I'm now hanging upside down holding onto the rope. Much heavier than laying on top of it. So I try my best to hold on and keep going towards the tower. So I crawl now upside down, because getting around and getting on top of the rope is literally impossible at that point. So I have to crawl all the way and try and get there. And I get all the way to the tower, but I realized that hanging upside down, trying to get up to a platform with my weapon hanging and all the stuff that I had and my energy level, there was just no way I could do it alone. So I decided the best thing I could do was try to hold on and wait for my teammates to get across, or my squad mates to get across on the other 2 ropes. Now, unfortunately, I was quite far ahead of them and they were going really, really slow. So I had to try and hold on there as long as I could. And as I do that, bit by bit, I feel my strength. I'm losing it. I'm hanging there, holding on for dear life. The AK feels fucking heavy as well. And suddenly my fingers slip and I lose the grip with my fingers, and basically as I lose the grip with my hands first, my head falls down first, and I fall about 3 meters down onto the ground, or 3.5, and I land on my head with a helmet on for extra like heave effect, and my head snaps to the side, and my squad leader and all the other people standing who were about to start the cat crawl, they were like watching. And they say, afterwards they told me that they all thought that I died the moment I landed. They saw like my neck snap in a very bad looking way. The moment I landed, I remember that I felt like a jolt, like a warm jolt of pain up my spine. I could feel it, and I was like, damn, am I gonna be handicapped now? Like, what's gonna happen to me? And the first thing I felt after that was that the sergeant who was overseeing it runs up to me, puts his hand on my back, and says, stay still, do not get up. Like, he was worried I would try and get up and, like, hurt my neck even more. Like, if someone has a neck injury, you want to stabilize it. So he told me to stay still, and then he basically asked me if I had senses down my spine, and made sure that I could still feel okay. And then he asked if I was in any major pain. I said no, I feel fine. Then he asked if I can get up after they assessed the situation for a bit. He asked if I can get up. I said yeah, I can get up. Got up, stood up. They had a medic come and check me out, and said that was completely fine. And then I continued the obstacle course. But that was a kind of terrifying moment, and the perfect timing. We found the game. So that was the story of almost breaking my neck.
He's back.